It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Warriors, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. And at the pivot, a terrific defender and all-around player, the Australian sensation, 7-footer Andrew Bogut. And there's Iguodala. And it's Lee in at the 4 slot. And looking at this Clippers team, CP3 at point with Redick there in the backcourt. And inside at center, a long 6'11", the skyscraping big man out of Texas A&M, DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Matt Barnes, and it's Griffin in at the 4 spot. Thompson misses.
He would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
And Andrew Bogut, the bucket on the assist by Curry. Bogut's got his team on the board to start the game for the Warriors.
One thing Matt Barnes has no problem doing is playing the role of a scrapper. I mean, he plays with that kind of sandpaper edge to his game. No fear, and that's why his teammates have so much respect for him. It also helps that he can contribute in a variety of ways.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
And Matt Barnes, a fiery defender. He plays the game, it seems, almost all the time with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he embraces the physicality of the game. But I just love the energy and the emotion that Matt Barnes brings to any team that he plays for. That's why, regardless of where he is, he always finds his way into the rotation.
And he's played for a lot of teams.
Yes, he has. Well, you look at the turnaround last season for Golden State. A lot of it has to do with the steadying presence of Jarrett Jack and Carl Landry off the bench. Both players brought a toughness and a level of competitiveness that was maybe missing from the Warriors the year before.
Now, here's Thompson. Curry outside. Good.
Well, we all know that Curry is a tremendous shooter, just like his father. Quick release, pinpoint accuracy, deep range. But what I like about Curry is his passing ability. Such a good playmaker and tremendous court vision.
And the thing I like, Steve, is Steph's not just a spot-up shooter. He can create his own shot off the dribble. And he makes tough shots on the move.
And for the Warriors, such an impressive turnaround last season, but financial constraints, Clark, make it tricky for them, make it tricky for anybody. Keep teams together.
Well said, but I give the ownership credit for making the commitments necessary to put themselves in a good position going forward, Kevin. After such an impressive postseason showing, I think they want to continue that momentum.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Mark Jackson.
He knows a big part of winning this game will come down to how well they can guard Blake Griffin. He said it all comes down to positioning and preventing him from getting inside, both on and off the ball. And guys, he's willing to concede some open jump shots to Griffin to do that. We'll see if Griffin can make him pay for it. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Thompson, defended by Paul. And Thompson kicks to Lee. 5 to shoot. Outside Curry. A floater. Rebound by the Clippers. Now the Clippers moving it up. With the floater. Here's Jordan. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
And Redick kicks to Griffin. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. On its way from Curry for 2. And he hits the jump shot. Curry's got 5.
Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the controls, but in year 2, They got it done, and I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality. He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Now here's Paul. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Redick kicks to Paul. Paul right side. The three from Barnes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And for Mark Jackson, there have been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. You know, I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling. And Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him. And that's most of the battle right there.
Redick passes to Jordan. The feed to Barnes. Paul for the three. Offensive rebound. Jordan dishes to Griffin. It's stolen by Bogut. Thompson outside. And there's the pass to Bogut. He kicks to Iguodala. He passes to Curry. Another miss by Curry.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Redick with the bucket. Redick's got his first 2 points of the night. Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And here is Curry. He's got 5. Thompson. No one near him. Gets it to go. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Iguodala left side. Uncovered. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because you just can't find the range.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Paul gets it to go in.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
On its way from Curry for 2, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Curry's got 7 points.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Golden State. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Curry against Paul. Griffin a screen on Curry. Paul kicks to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Blake Griffin.
Tell you what, he's 3 of 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Paul against Curry. Now the dish to Thompson. Offline with his 3.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Paul passes to Barnes. No good on the 3. The Warriors trailing. It's Iguodala with the drive. Thompson. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Redick dishes to Griffin. And he converts the layup.
Off to a really solid start. He's knocked down 4 of his first 5 shots.
Well, it was kind of an up and down last few months for J.J. Redick. Traded away by his team of almost 7 years in Orlando. Ended up making a pit stop in Milwaukee before bouncing back to the open market. And there was certainly demand for his services. Every team in the league can use a laser shooter.
Buries it from 3-point range. Redick's got 5.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. Thompson, defended by Redick. Thompson with the bucket. And another solid year for Redick last season with 2 different teams.
Great shooter coming out of Duke, and you really have to respect how hard he's worked to round out his game. He's become more than just a spot-up shooter. He's a team defender. He can move without the ball, but he can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim and finish. I think he's become an excellent guard in this league.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Curry gets the screen from Lee. Curry kicks to O'Neal. Back to Curry. No luck. The Clippers go the other way with it. Redick passes to Griffin. Outside Jordan. Paul, right side. Misses the three.
You know, the Clippers were a much improved defensive team last season. A lot of it comes from their point guard position where Paul can really ball hawk opposing ball handlers. And this team was first in the league in steals last season and top 3 in turnover differential.
Now Paul. After the missed three from Klay Thompson. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Into Jordan. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on David Lee. And across the NBA, a lot of the offenses rely on that point guard to initiate things and get the team set up in the half court. If a floor general is being hounded around the whole time, Steve, it can really throw a wrench in the offense.
Well, for the Clippers, that was a big part of their defense last year. Chris Paul and Eric Bledsoe could both really pressure the point, but with Bledsoe now in Phoenix, I don't think the Clippers defense is quite as good at the point of attack.
Blake with it. He's covered by Collison. Blake dishes to Barnes. Pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
After 17 years in the NBA, Jermaine O'Neal is still going. It's easy to forget he was once an all-star franchise big man for the Indiana Pacers. Jermaine could do it all. He could score it in the low post, could make the mid-range jumper, and also was a force defensively. But even though he's not at that level now, he can still help you as a quality rotation big man.
Both good from the line that time. And for O'Neal, at one time, a 24-point-per-game score. Now his role is all about defense, blocking shots and clogging the lane.
Yeah, he's 6'11", 250, with a great knowledge of the NBA and how to defend and scouting reports of every player in the league. Very savvy veteran player.
And here is Blake, following Turkoglu's 3. Blake kicks to Thompson. Dishes it to Green. Feeds to Blake. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Blake's got his first points of the game.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Turkoglu kicks to Collison. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Here's Crawford. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. A three-pointer off the mark.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
To the paint. And it's Barnes slamming it down. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Blake with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Blake with the ball. Green passes to Blake to the inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the thing I admire about him is his poise. He just always looks cool and composed. Doesn't matter if it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter. He's got that same expression on his face.
And I know something else the fans love about him is the way he's capable of going straight over the top of a defender for some monster throwdowns. I mean, we're talking about posterization with capital letters.
Matt Barnes is checked in for the Clippers.
Well, I watched this kid in college at North Carolina, Harrison Barnes. At 6'8", he's got a strong frame, a nice touch, hard-working, and he's really a student of the game. He's got the prototype body and game for an NBA small forward.
And here is Blake after the three-pointer from Jamal Crawford. 44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's Thompson off the drive. Blake with it. He's against Collison. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And going back to Barnes, not just size, but almost a 40-inch standing vertical at the combine. off the charts.
And you factor in he's got a great high release on his jump shot, able to get his shot off pretty easily. Really a quality player in this league. Size, strength, and shooting ability. That's always a good combination.
Now here's Turkoglu. Kicks it to Collison. Collison off the pick from Davis. Collison dishes to Davis. Clippers moving the ball around. And it's off from three-point range.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
Thompson with the bucket.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. The second quarter coming up right after this break. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, Harrison Barnes certainly had a solid rookie season for the Warriors. Part of that is having a staff that holds you to a high standard. He said when he first got drafted, the first day, he came out dribbling and shooting the ball. One of the Warriors' assistant coaches came up and told him he was the worst-rated defender to come out of the draft. The coach said, quote, "Put the ball down. You're a terrible defender, and we're going to make you better." Guys, credit Barnes for accepting that kind of coaching, and the staff raved about the progress he's made as a defender.
Thanks, Doris.
Yeah, such a hard worker. He's really fit right into this team.
Pass to Barnes. Moves back up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Turkoglu kicks to Barnes. And for 3, Collison gets it to go. Collison's got his first 3 points of the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Blake passes to Thompson. They get it again. Bogut misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Great D that time from Davis. The Clippers trail. He feeds it to Barnes. Here's Collison. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Klay Thompson. Outside Griffin. Turkoglu. He dishes it to Barnes. And for 3, Collison. Here's Griffin. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
What a play. The hoop plus the horn.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
One of the things that really jumps out at you about the Clippers is their depth. Really impressive. I mean, they've surrounded their stars with a bench that includes Jamal Crawford, who was second in the voting for 6th Man of the Year. They've got a nice second unit.
Barnes against Turkoglu, and he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. And we talked about the bench for the Clippers last season. Also guys like Matt Barnes and Lamar Odom. Steve, some good defensive tenacity there too.
Yeah, they had an edge. You know, Barnes really gave them some toughness and some grit. I thought Crawford's shooting gave them some balance where they had a good offense to go with good defense. And then Bledsoe slashing. They were a lot of fun to watch, that bench unit.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Matt Barnes. Paul dishes to Collison. And the whistle blows. It's going to be an Andre Iguodala. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
David Lee's checked in for Golden State. Paul's shot is off.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Lee, a screen on Paul. Here's Iguodala. Tries again. Gets it to go. Lee's got his second basket. LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Lee sets a screen for Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Passes it to Blake. This one for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair, back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
16 seconds.
Iguodala with it. Now guarded by Redick. The offensive rebound. Iguodala gets the bucket. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Redick with the 3, and that is good. Redick's got 8.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Blake kicks to Lee. Griffin's there. Puts up the baby hook. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. The jump hook, and Griffin scores. The assist from Turkoglu. And that's 17 points for Blake Griffin. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Curry with it. Picked up by Collison. Curry against Collison. Curry, good.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart. You know, with Steph Curry, it's never been a question about his talent, guys. It's always been a question about how are his ankles going to do. But really, he only missed significant time in the shortened season. For the most part, he's been healthy and highly productive.
And a few ankle tweaks for Curry last season, but with the big brace he wore, he said the pain was mostly from the brace bruising his ankle than anything else.
Well, sounds to me like maybe you should take the brace off. Maybe a smaller brace so
perhaps,
he doesn't get the bruising. That would be smart.
Exactly. The feed to Lee. Rejected by Griffin. The pass to Collison. Steph Curry with the rebound. The Warriors trailing. Leads him in there. Iguodala kicks to Curry. They get it back. Lee passes to Iguodala. Hits the jumper in space. Iguodala's got 4 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Griffin attacking. Gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And, Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Collison dishes to Griffin. He kicks it to Paul from downtown. Hope they get it back. Outside Collison. That doesn't go either for Collison. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. On the wing, Iguodala. Defended by Redick. Fade away. And that one hits back iron.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Griffin kicks to Collison. Clippers moving the ball around. Paul gets a screen from Griffin. No good with the layup.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, and I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Griffin a screen on Kerr. Collison the pass to Griffin. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
A finish. Hammers it on to polish off the break.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Now Curry. 9 points in the game so far. The dish to Iguodala. Iguodala left side. Working on Collison. A fader. Andre Iguodala once again. Iguodala's got 8 here in the quarter. And the Clippers all time here.
You know, Iguodala seemed to be a 20-point per game kind of a player last season, another season where his scoring was helpful, but not where you thought it might be for a star player. But his game is not predicated on scoring. It's his all-around versatility that makes him star level.
Paul kicks to Redick. Kicks it out to Paul. Just fine on the clock. Excellent D from Blake. The Warriors leading. And for Iguodala last season, under 13 points a game.
But, Kevin, if you... Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, for the Los Angeles Clippers, the pieces seem to be coming together for a deep run. It all started with the acquisition of Coach Doc Rivers, who was also given a lead role in basketball decision-making. Follow that up with the trade for J.J. Redick and Jared Dudley. That gives the team great shooting on the wings. And both players expressed their excitement to play for the Clips. Guys, this once downtrodden franchise has become a destination.
Winning situation, Doris. Thanks.
And for the Warriors, unusual for a playoff team to be giving minutes to 3 or even 4 rookies, but that was the case last season. Barnes, Ezeli, Green, they brought in a rookie group with maturity that had done a good job of preparing themselves at the collegiate level, and all of them produced. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Back to Jordan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. And for the Warriors rookies last season, Steve, they got an early start. They were in the team gym from the earliest days after the draft.
Well, this is a club that has great chemistry. Some of that has to do with Mark Jackson. A lot of it has to do with just the quality of people that they've put on that roster. But it's an exciting young team with a good coach and a great crowd. I think the Warriors have a very bright future.
Pass to Barnes. Dishes it to Iguodala. And Griffin sends it back. They retain possession.
Well, how about David Lee in this one? 8 rebounds and a steal.
It's his first trip to the line.
He was up over the 80% mark from the free throw line last year. I'm sure he was pretty happy with those numbers.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Barnes dishes to Paul. No good with the triple.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Iguodala kicks to Barnes. Feeds to Curry. From the arc. And the Warriors get it back. No good from Lee.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Curry, here we go. And that one's good. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
You know, it looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the three ball.
Now, they started out pretty slow from downtown, so I think this is the right adjustment. Try to get the ball inside, go to something new. Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on him.
Takes it to O'Neal. Iguodala outside. Fires, high post. He squares up and sinks it. 16 points for him. And that concludes the first half. Warriors lead by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Now let's go straight to the Monday night halftime report. The Golden State Warriors are ahead against
The Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He has 23 points and 2 blocks.
We are seeing him at his very best today. So much fun to watch.
And you know when he's at his best, it's amazing the things he can do.
Curry, good. Now here's Paul. Lee with the steal. Barnes against Curry. Pulls up. Again, Golden State. Clippers trail by 14. Redick passes to Paul. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, I'm sure Chris Paul not happy with how last season ended. He's hungry for a title. But a franchise best in wins for the Clippers, and for CP3, another great season statistically, I think he's got to take some solace in that.
Thompson with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Outside Curry. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for Chris Paul last season, a career low in minutes with a great backup behind him and Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, even when Paul missed those 12 games with an injury, the Clippers did fine without him. But now Bledsoe is on to Phoenix after the trade. Darren Collison steps into that backup role, and we'll see how he's able to fare.
It's been over 3 decades since the Warriors have won a division title, guys. It's sad to hear if you're a fan, but they were a lot closer last season than they have been in a long time. Ended up second in the Pacific Division.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
It's Curry with the drive.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 20 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game.
And both free throws good for Curry.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
And Redick kicks to Paul. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Redick with the bucket. And Clark, as you said with the Warriors, they were 9-7 against the rest of the Pacific Division. Did very well against the Clippers, but had some struggles with the other teams that kept them from closing, Steve, the gap to the top.
Well, for a long time, remember, they were right on the heels of the Clippers in the division race, but they fell into a little bit of a slump after the All-Star break. It's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out this year with the addition of Iguodala. And this team has the potential to take another step up the ladder.
Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Iguodala. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Bogut. The jump hook. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Beyond the arc. Paul can't get that one to fall. Warriors leading by 13. Curry passes to Lee. Back to Curry. They double team Curry. Lee covered by Barnes. Iguodala outside. Clock at 6. Iguodala left side. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Paul gets a screen from Turkoglu. Paul kicks to Turkoglu. It's stolen by Green. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 12 points in just the second half.
Boy, how's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, he didn't waste any time getting down the court, did he?
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Paul dishes to Barnes. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 9 assists now tonight. Warriors leading by 12. Thompson for 3. And Davis pulls it down. LA's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Paul for 3, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And if their last 5 makes, all have been from long range.
Yeah, and the defense has not done a good job of pressing in and denying. I mean, they're hanging back, playing on their heels. They're not being the aggressors here, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Curry attacking, back to Bogut. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bogut's got his second bucket.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Barnes kicks to Turkoglu. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Paul's shot is off.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Curry. That one goes. Count.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Turkoglu passes to Barnes. He feeds it to Paul. With the lead pass, it's stolen by Green. One-on-one fast break. Curry dishes to Iguodala. The second effort. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 31 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Warriors leading by 16. Fires from deep. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
Well, as far as the defense goes, but that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Thompson outside. On the wing, Iguodala. He dishes it to Green. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist from Green. And that's 19 points for Iguodala. And the Clippers making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Clippers trail by 17. And it's Paul penetrating. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the jam by Iguodala.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Back to Thompson. They kick it out to Green. Bogut. Outside, Green. Passes it to Iguodala. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Iguodala's got 23.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
You know, he's got something more than that, Steve. I don't know of a player who can make defenders look as silly and foolish as he does with his passing. Going behind his back, dropping no-look down, threading it through guys' legs. I mean, all of that stuff is in his book bag of tricks. Tell you what, it had to be one of the best shooting performances of last season and perhaps even the last 10 years or so when Steph Curry dropped 54 on the Knicks and made 11 threes on that night and everything was dropping.
He passes to Bogut. Back to Curry. Takes the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Davis with a screen on Iguodala. Back to Davis. Oh, trying for it. Griffin. Redick. He's covered by Thompson. Redick with the bucket. And Clark mentioned the 54-point game for Curry. Sometimes performances like that can elevate a player's confidence to a new level. Steve, wouldn't you say that? I mean, it had to be incredibly empowering.
Especially when you do it in that building,
yes.
In the mecca of basketball. And I think we saw what it did for Curry's confidence down the stretch and into the playoffs, where he really elevated his game to another level.
That's good. Redick's got 16.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Takes a shot at the elbow. The shot is off. Great D that time from Griffin.
Yeah, guys, did you know that the Clippers winning the Pacific Division last year was the first time it's ever happened? Yeah, you heard it right.
Good point, Clark.
That's the first time the Clippers have ever won the Pacific Division.
Green with a screen for Curry. And there's the feed to Green. And the pass to Thompson. Back to Green. He kicks to Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And what a time to be a Clipper fan these days, guys, with the way they've climbed to the very top of the Pacific Division. And, Steve, they've done it by beating up on the rest of the teams in that Pacific.
Well, Golden State gave them some trouble, Kevin, but otherwise they really rolled against the rest of the Pacific Division. And I'll tell you, it became clear within a few months last season that the Clips were going to run away with the Pacific. And what a long time coming for Clipper fans. That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
And Redick kicks to Davis. Kicks it out to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Griffin a screen on Curry. Redick passes to Griffin. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Thompson dishes to Curry. Pass to Bogut. No good, unable to end this run.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Davis kicks to Paul. Redick, he's covered by Iguodala. Paul's shot is off.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Curry passes to Green. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Feeds it to Bogut. Davis is there. 6 on the shot clock. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Here's Los Angeles now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. 50 seconds left to play in the third. A 3 from Barnes. But they recover it. Ball outside. Now Griffin inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Davis. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Collison in for Chris Paul. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And the second free throw, good. Here now, the Clippers. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Collison kicks to Barnes. Makes the lead pass. Crawford drives in, hangs in midair, and converts on the double clutch layup.
Looks like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The War. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Crawford. Back to Griffin. The kick out to Collison. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Collison's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers. Back to Lee. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Well, what you love about David Lee is he's a guy with a great combination of skill and effort. Double-double guy almost every night out. He'll give you 3 or 4 assists a game, can hit the mid-range jumper. You can run your offense through him on the elbow. Really, really good player.
Collison kicks to Barnes. Barnes gets a screen from Griffin. Barnes passes to Griffin. Collison for 3, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
And, Steve, I give David Lee a lot of credit for snapping it out of the center position, both in New York and then Golden State. You know, Clark, I never once heard him complain.
No, he's always a team-first guy and goes out there and does what he can to help his team. But, you know, he's got to be thrilled to be playing next to a legitimate center in Andrew Bogut.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Griffin kicks to Collison. Barnes. Back to Collison. Jacks up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, when you talk about the most fearsome finishers in the league, you got to put Blake Griffin right at the top of the list. I mean, he's a high riser, and he's able to dunk with authority over the top of defenders like very few in the league can.
And with Griffin, the dunks always get top billing, but he is more than just a dunker, or at least would hope to be more than just a dunker.
Well, he's a rebounder and an underrated passer for a big man. His touch outside is improving as well, so this is what you want to see from Griffin. Just incremental improvement each year.
It's Jordan on the wing. The dish now to Barnes. Crawford, he's covered by Thompson. Crawford kicks to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Los Angeles with another miss. Warriors leading by 13. Dishes to Curry. Thompson up top. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Barnes kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Thompson. "18 feet out. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Inside, Collison. He's covered by Thompson. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Barnes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Harrison Barnes was thought to be a shooter more than a slasher when he came into the league, and while he's been able to be effective from distance, he showed off some of his incredible athleticism with his ability to get to the rim, too.
And for Harrison Barnes, he's worked on his ball handling a lot to enhance his ability to drive.
Yeah, footwork, ball handling, passing, those were the areas where he really didn't shine at North Carolina. But he's worked hard at his game, and he's rounded out his offensive repertoire really well.
Never seemed to blink. Handled the big stage, I thought, well.
Yeah.
It's Thompson off the drive. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Clippers trail by 15. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Clippers moving the ball around. Jordan sets the pick for Crawford. Outside Collison. Kicks to Barnes. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. O'Neal is screen on Crawford. Thompson against Crawford. Iguodala dishes to Curry. Baseline jumper, and the jumper is on the mark. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
Yeah, but look down at the other end of the court. The same has not held true.
Crawford, he's covered by Thompson. Crawford left side. Back to Collison. Los Angeles with another miss. Warriors leading by 14. Curry gets the screen from O'Neal. Curry attacking. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Curry's got 39.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Jordan with the screen on Lee. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you what, Kenneth, I think most NBA fans can think back to last season when DeAndre Jordan had a dunk for the ages. I remember my son reached out to me by text and said, "Did you see what DeAndre did?" And it was major impressive.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Jermaine O'Neal. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. He feeds it to Curry. They double team Curry. Thompson. And the 3 off target. And for DeAndre Jordan, spectacular dunks are nothing new. I read the other day a 9'6" standing reach. He can touch the rim on the tips of his toes.
I read that too. It's interesting. I mean, he's so big and yet so explosive off his feet. So I think he has the ability to be one of the best defensive players in the NBA. He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Clippers trail by 18. He dishes it to Redick. 3-pointer. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Redick's got 11 in the second half. Thompson off the pick from Curry. Thompson up top, defended by Redick. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Iguodala's got 26.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Collison, the pass to Griffin. The tray. They get it back. Jordan dishes to Griffin. Good D by Lee.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Here's Curry. Off the left rim and out. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch. Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
He misses the free throw.
You know, it's very rare that you're going to be able to make the playoffs in the West without coming out with a winning record against the rest of the conference. And the Warriors knew that would be important in their quest for the playoffs, and they handled business against the West.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Passes it to Iguodala. A three-pointer, no good.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Well, and for the Warriors who fought so hard to get back into the playoffs, last year their 28-24 record against the rest of the West really helped their cause, Steve.
Well, the toughest part of the Warriors' last campaign was a rough stretch of games in February where they dropped off a bit in the race. And, you know, a lot of those games were against Western teams. And if you kind of remove that month, their in-conference record is even more impressive.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers on defense. 17-point game. Curry attacking. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
8 seconds of the shot clock.
Just 5 to shoot. Paul with the steal. The feed to Redick. The 9-foot shot. And that one's good. Redick's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Mark Jackson said to his club. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And Thompson kicks to Lee. Clock at 6. Griffin on him. Lee passes to Curry. For 3. That's good. Curry's got 44.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Griffin kicks to Redick. The 3. And it's Paul missing.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
He passes to Jordan. He kicks it to Barnes. Iguodala with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball.
Well, Iguodala moved on from the 76ers to the Nuggets last year, now signs a free agent contract with the Warriors. It looks to be a really good fit. I mean, all that shooting around him, just with the way he can run and defend, should allow Iguodala to be the playmaker that really is his natural game.
Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 30 points for Blake Griffin.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Curry dishes to Thompson. On the wing, it's Iguodala. There's the pass to Bogut. He's against Jordan. Outside for Curry. Pocket 4. Pulls it from the elbow. Here's Lee. Rejected by Griffin. feeds it to Redick. Pass to Griffin. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Paul for three. The second chance effort. Here's Jordan. And at last, they get one to fall. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Curry kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. 1:35 left in the fourth. Bogut guarded by Jordan. Bogut kicks to Curry. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Redick. Clippers trail by 17. Griffin with it. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. Griffin passes to Barnes. Knocks down the three ball. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
You can just see his confidence rising every time he knocks one down beyond the arc.
Back to Bogut. There's the dish to Curry. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 14. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Iguodala dishes to Curry. They double-team Curry. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. But three. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And Redick kicks to Barnes. Paul with the three. Paul missing again.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Iguodala outside. Dishes it to Bogut. Now Lee inside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one is off. And some changes here for the Warriors. He hits the second from the line. Here's Crawford. Pass to Dudley. From outside the arc. That's good.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.